After setting up a 5.5 gallon tank to replace the 2.5 gallon tank that I was using the Zis egg tumbler in, I separated the wigglers in the egg tumbler from the not hatched eggs in the tumbler. And so here I just counted them. The way I count them is I print the photo and then I just use a highlighter to count them one by one. That's the only way I can count them. Guess how many wigglers? This is at 7 p.m. on Thursday evening. 77 wigglers. Amazing. And so I put these guys into the prepared 5.5 gallon tank, which I'll tell you more about later. And these are the eggs that haven't hatched yet. Well, at the time of this photo, they have since, many of them have hatched, and you'll see that later. And I'm going to keep them in the tumbler until they all hatch. 107. Do you believe that? It's hard to see what's really going on because of all the micro bubbles from filling this tank up this afternoon. They should dissipate hopefully by tomorrow. But I have transferred, I don't know, I gotta count them, probably 30, 40 or so wigglers from the tumbler, which is over here. These are the eggs that have not turned into wigglers yet, although I do see a few in there now. Maybe they just hatched. It's amazing. Just before you know it, they're hatching. So tomorrow, probably I'll separate the wigglers from the remaining eggs. There's probably around 15 remaining eggs that I thought were not hatched yet, but maybe they just hatched. But all the rest that I saw were wigglers I put into this main tank. Hopefully tomorrow the bubbles will be gone so you can actually see. Let's see if you see any movement, that's the wigglers. See? I'll put it all the way to 9 times magnification. Some of them are just lying there. But they're there. See? Some are moving around. I put Java moss in there and almond leaf and some Hikari first bites. If you look closely, you see the wigglers in the micro bubbles. Hopefully by tomorrow the micro bubbles will have dissipated and you'll be able to see just glass. See, there's one. But I probably put, I don't know, 30 or 40 in there. I took a photo of all the ones that I separated that were wigglers. See, there's some. So I'm going to count them now and I'll show you the photo as well. That's the only way I can count them, is take a still photo and then one by one highlight them with a highlighter in order to count them. But see, looks like a lot of them have hatched, but tomorrow they'll be fully hatched probably. Yep. This egg tumbler is amazing. So, what I had done was I went to, I forget if it was I think it was Petco, because they had a 50% sale on 5.5 gallon. So it was $16.50. And then I did buy a small aqua clear hang on the back filter. That was twice the price of the tank, but still, I have lots of cycled biomedia, and I had bought a long time ago this stainless steel intake cover because I was kind of concerned about the coarse sponge that they have you cover the intake with, because I didn't want these little tiny guys to get stuck. But with this stainless steel mesh, it's so tiny, there's no way they can get stuck. And the intake can still work well. And I have a little heater that I had from long ago, 50 watt, and an air stone in the back, and an old light. Everything is stuff I had on hand already. And then I made a little polycarbonate cover for it. It's very simple, just something to cover the top. So we'll see. And at the Infinite Aquarium, I talked with them, and they said, sure, when these guys grow up and are juveniles, they'll take them. I don't know how much they'll pay me, but I don't really care about that. But I really don't have room for a tank big enough to house lots and lots of albinos. I'll probably keep a few in this 5 gallon when they're all grown up. But I am amazed at this egg tumbler. I should probably do a product review, huh? But fun. The Java moss serves 2 purposes. Good hiding place for them, but also food, because they eat on the detritus or the decaying Java moss. Same with the almond leaf. Plus, the almond leaf gives antifungal tannins that help as well. So this is much better than the 2.5 gallon Spec 3 tank. Much more room, but not a whole lot of room. You know, they usually recommend 10 gallons at least for grow out tank, but it's not like I'm going to keep them till adulthood. Maybe just as they start to be juveniles, then I'll take them to the Infinite Aquarium. But it'll be fun watching them grow up, but I can't get over how many live wigglers I've got this time as opposed to the 3 or 4 that I had that first time when I was using the hang on the back. You know, that's what I was using, but it just doesn't tumble them. Okay. Albino Corys, I love them. It's fun.